In this video, we want to introduce the problem of controller placement in software-defined networks and POCO, our solution to it. Software-defined networking introduces a split of data and control plane. All the intelligence of the network is centralized in one or more elements, the controllers. By extracting this control plane functionality, several advantages can be achieved, including better control over the network's data flow and a single point of network configuration and management. Use cases for SDN include all types of networks, like core networks and data centers, as well as business and access networks. The questions to answer now are: where should SDN controllers be placed? Which metrics should be considered in the process? And how many controllers are required for a certain network? Previous work tried to answer some of these questions. Besides the very general paper by Brandon Heller, others have researched the topic with respect to resilience aspects and with a focus on network dynamics. Our work with a focus on SDN-enabled core networks is based on the following assumption. Nodes are assigned to a controller by the length of the network path. The yellow controller in this example has the closest nodes assigned. Nodes in the farther distance are assigned to their nearest controllers. Our work covers the following resilience issues. To make a network resilient against the outage of controllers, more than a single controller is required. This way, nodes can be reassigned to other controllers when their primary controller fails. However, the latencies of the reassigned nodes to their new controller can be significantly higher than those to the primary controller. Therefore, not only the latencies during failure-free routing should be considered, but also worst-case latencies during controller failures. The more nodes a controller controls, the higher is the load on that controller. If the number of node-to-controller requests in the network increases, so does the chance of additional delays due to the queuing at the controller system. Thus, in scenarios when nodes communicate often with their controller, it is necessary that the node-to-controller assignment is well balanced. Not only controllers can fail, but also network elements such as links or nodes. Outages of such components often have a higher impact on the network stability as they alter the topology itself. In the worst case, entire parts of the network might be cut off. This can lead to some nodes being no longer able to connect to any controller, as they are cut off from all controllers. These nodes are still working and able to forward traffic, but can no longer request instructions. If there is more than a single controller in a network, synchronization is necessary to maintain a consistent global state. Depending on the frequency of the inter-controller synchronization, the latency between the individual controllers plays an important role and thus should be considered during the controller placement. To determine the best controller placement according to different resilience metrics, we use an exhaustive evaluation of all possible placements in a given topology. The advantages of this approach include a guarantee to find the optimal placement and no need for an a priori prioritization of any optimization objective, like latency, imbalance, and so on. We showed that this is computationally feasible for realistic network sizes. The results of these evaluations allow to review the computed placements and find the optimal placement according to a single metric. For multi-criteria optimization, the set of Pareto-optimal solutions allows to choose the best placement according to multiple criteria based on the needs of a network operator. This can also include more than two metrics. Our research activities resulted in the following publications. An evaluation of the mentioned issues was presented at ITC 2013. The MATLAB-based POCO toolset was introduced there and published as open source. POCO's user-friendly graphical user interface was presented at NOMS 2014. This allows visualization and comparison of controller placement in different scenarios. The Pareto-optimal solutions can be easily explored through this UI. Extensions of POCO, which are shown in the following videos, include dynamic placement of controllers in the Planet Lab testbed and hierarchical controller placement. Thanks for your interest in our work in POCO. More information can be found on our project website and on GitHub.